Hello, let's play FTL with pirates. Well, more or less. It's actually a lot more complex and complicated than that. The only thing I didn't like about the game was that it's actually pretty hard to play. Oh, the Kraken. The raft. Kind of like this idea of starting with a small one. Anyway, it's more like another kind of a FTL clone if you think about it, with pirates and ships. It's still an indie pixel game, but that game never really went anywhere and it got much slower updates to the point where I just forget their names. Okay, so I guess this is starting ship, the engine, and the bridge. Room slots. Oh yeah, you can also see the room slots. Now the game features a lot of interesting stuff and information, but the problem with the game, in my opinion, is that it should look at Void War and see what that game does better than this one, and just copy some of its UI design and some other stuff that makes it a lot more playable and enjoyable. Otherwise, I think the game has a bit of a problem with how easy it is to play and how easy it is to learn the game. I guess we'll be playing with the Vanguard, which has a big room, a medium one, I guess, or a small one. Normal difficulty. How to play, travel. Let's go. What? Anyway, the biggest thing about it is that it actually follows the FTL gameplay, where you can go to certain locations without worrying too much. So that means you can explore this map without the grid system. Basically, you can go in any location you want. I mean, I think you can also go backwards and some other stuff, because most modern games just have a grid system where you just have to continuously move forward. You might be going up, down, left or right, but you're still going forward. I have a few resources. That's food, which apparently is noodles with chopsticks. Gold, wood, and that's ammunition. Right? And the usual stuff you'd expect. Also the factions, civilians, give them food. Now you also have the distances, which play a much bigger role, but I think it mostly has to do with the range of the guns. As you can see, you have precision. Your best option is to be in the mid. Oh wow, that's annoying. Meh, I guess it's free gold. So yeah, as you can see, the game has a few problems and a few strong points. I especially like the free travel system. Except Metal Brigade. You also have orcs and elves and some other stuff, so I guess your captain is a human. Not sure if you can fight that, so let's bring him over there. By the way, this is a grid-based system or a square-based system, so you don't really make them travel anywhere you like. You just have to put them on the grid. Guess we just fired at the enemy too. That's my goal over there, right? Oh, I like how this scrap metal looks like. We need to go to mid-range so we have full accuracy, otherwise we're just going to miss a lot. Yeah, as you can see, you don't even realize when they're sinking. I guess you just have to look at over here, but I don't know. Small UI changes could do wonders for the game. Job. You spend food to travel. Attack the ship. Sure, why not? Also will increase the speed. Okay, he's trying to escape, and how do you know he's trying to escape? Okay. Okay, weapon room to level 2. What is the weapon room? I don't know. Like I said, the game suffers from a bit of a UI thingy. So, standard weapon room. Just because we have a weapon room, I guess the weapon room uses that cannon, okay. Okay, so the weapon rooms are just weapon stations where you have these cannons. There's 20 ammo per shot, so that means we actually have a lot less ammo than you think. No damage, crew damage, breach chance, okay. I guess we lost a little bit of hull points. Yes, basically the first part of the game is just you shooting the enemy crew members. You will destroy the ship much faster than you think. Let's see, speed. Dodge, 17% dodge is nice. And probably they just heal automatically after a while. That's a big distance. Huh. That was horrible. I guess I should lower the speed. Take a look. I guess we need supplies automatons. Ooh. Well, how much experience do these guys have? I mean, they say they can gather experience. Well, still level 1. Yeah, I guess they get experience super slowly, which is not ideal. I mean, 1000 ammo is not that expensive, to be honest. Upgrade the hull. Oh, that's interesting. Other rooms. Barricade. Ah, so we need the automaton centers, okay. This will buy that room. Yeah, like I said, they should tell you how big the room is and how much space it needs. Oh, we can buy multiple automatons as well. Oh, you get one for free? I like the idea, so they have tank treads. Shift positions and restore positions, yeah. More or less what you'd expect. I'm not sure what happens if the threat becomes too high. Pure blood crew. Oh, that's a grapple. That was way too close. Okay, I kind of like the idea of the game. It seems like it has a few flaws here and there. I guess it's very hard to understand what's happening sometimes. Yeah, they need to work on the UI a lot, especially because you should just have something to show the distance between the ships, not just this like this. we're very low on ammo. I guess we're not finding ammo. We got some shield repair. Yeah, we need to buy more ammo. It's also very tempting to just get more automatons. See what I mean? It doesn't let you know what space it occupies. It just says medium or large. I guess large means this. Means this. We can also sell stuff. Oh, we can sell automatons. Well, I guess they're objects. So 10 and 5 damage. Firebomb cannon. I guess this is the standard one. Acre damage, cannot damage barricades. Wonder how the barricade system works. 40 damage to crew members. Light triple mortar. I like the idea of the mortar as well. But I guess the problem will be the ammo per shot. Yeah, that uses a lot of ammo. And the standard one uses the most amount of ammo. Crew damage is 10. I guess yeah, we'll buy this one. Oh, they're so poor. There's ammo per shot. I don't think it will need 36 ammo. Okay, so we have nothing left over there to go through. I'm disappointed about that thing. I like the idea of lowering the threat if just help them. So is there a reason to not always attack the enemy weapon room? Oh, that's an automatic cannon. Very interesting. I want to see the mortar, how it works. So, 108. Okay, so it only uses 12 ammo or whatever it said. I guess that created a breach. Okay, the game is much better than I thought. I guess they fixed most of the issues with the game. I don't like the death mechanic. Could be a little better. We didn't get anything for this. Volcanic zone. I like the idea of getting more gold. Freedom defenders. What do you mean, coach? Wait, does the threat... I think it starts at 0, so I shouldn't have done that since it was basically useless. Except... oh, thank you. I guess there are some good people on the high seas as well. Let's fix our little damages. Okay. I guess this is still easy difficulty, so that's why it's like this. Buy the weapon. Okay. What's the wood used for? I don't know, maybe it can make the ship better in some ways. at all. I also like the figurehead thingy. Hope the wizard stuff is the most interesting one. Cornucopia crew fed. Okay, for funny fighting a little more. I only see treasure chest, I don't see a board. Oh, they have a board. No, that's an automaton thingy. They don't have boarding station and they only have one weapon. So, how do you know it wants to escape? It is over here escaping, but how do you... Yeah. So is there any point in attacking the patrol ships? I guess not, but we're just doing it for fun. Oh, that's one of the mages. I guess you just don't deny a hit, a single hit. That's a lot of damage you're taking. I guess we cannot see the dodge. Wow, that actually did a lot of work for them. They only had one weapon, but they actually damaged us a lot. How do you see the type of the cannon? They have a parrot nest, I forgot what this thing does. Launch combat box. Okay, let's watch this next one, it'll be fun. When do we see... Oh. I guess we need an anti-parrot weapon. So golden food, thank you. We should have a normal shop over there. We probably have enough for another fight. So they level up super slowly, but again, I don't understand what this does. I mean, how does leveling up help them? Fire faster? I guess just fire faster, and this, I guess, is just a better dodge, going from 17 to 22. Okay, so it does take a long time for you to actually level up. Take a look. Seems like everyone sells you droids or automatons, but no one really sells you crew members. I guess you can only buy hull upgrades from a few locations. I guess we can only see, or doesn't even say large. Okay, I'll just assume it's large. Why is it damaged? Do we need to repair it? Overdrive, escape module. No, I don't want to escape. Mighty cannon. I guess it's a lot slower to fire, but it doesn't need anyone to shoot. Okay. What if I just buy 2 automatons and we will use them to board enemy ships. What is this? Oh, the engine. It's easy to send the crew, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of things you can buy, except if you go for the figurehead runes, but there are no such things here. This is a kind of an empty space. Fight. Those in the distance. I guess this is the annoying part. They should just automatically slow down the game when you're fighting in melee. Everyone back to their positions. Those pirates are annoying, so save the positions. I guess since we are close, we can send them to do the combat. Why is it not working? I don't know. What if I just stop the auto fire? I guess because we're in mid, but we're still... Yeah. This might be a little bit problematic. I mean, you can explore much of the area, but it seems like we're just not doing much here. Okay, so he barely won that, but how do you even know? Yeah, this is going to be a much bigger problem in the future. You almost won that, but it's hard to predict. So I guess they should just show the damage of the units. Yeah, the developers have to look at Void War and just implement a lot of changes from that game, I guess. Tribe security. Augments. How does this work? Working tools. Obsidian wood. No, pot of gold. So what if I want to buy the gunpowder stuff? Oh, okay, see them over there. Compass is not that interesting. Fire chance is interesting. Guess we'll just have to go for the hull upgrades, and repairing will be done with wood. So what else you can do with the wood? It seems like it's a lot easier to play the game with automatons, to be honest. You also didn't get a lot of gold. Of mist. This is what I think about your taxes. simple. Yes, you can. That was weird. They escaped so fast. What production fighters? Do they fight for freedom or do they want to attack us? I guess most of the times they help you. Sell them some wood. I don't understand the wood economy. Seems like you're just going to get wood to repair the ship, so it's not even worth selling because it's a repair resource. Yeah. Void War. I'm so spoiled by Void War. Gotcha, so it has to be at close range, it has to be charged. Boarding is very hard to use. You might as well just destroy the entire ship. Well, I guess you have to try it at least once. Well, our speed is 11. Why are we not faster than these guys? What's their speed? I don't know, it's just very hard to understand what you can do to board them. Seems like I cannot get close to them. So what is the deal? Am I just supposed to stay at a very big distance and get damaged? What a nonsense, what a bunch of nonsense. You're telling me my ship is not fast enough, but how do you even see that escaping maneuver? I guess they add 1 point of speed each if you put them over here, but again, you don't see the speed of the enemy, I don't see it anywhere. So you're just going to lose the game based on some stupid factors like this, like not being able to escape from a sniper ship. Yeah, the balance, this is what I was worried about most. The balance of the game is horrible. I don't even care about that. Level 2 rooms. No, this one is looking much better. Where do you see all of these details? I want to see my speed, my top speed, I don't know. That's the major problem of the game, I guess. They made it a bit too niche to the point where it's even hard to use as it is. Oh, this one doesn't have an infirmary. I don't see the difference. I guess the difference is in the crews. I guess it's better because you have a free room in a way. The gyre. The vault. Interesting. The game has a few, I don't know, I just don't see a lot of gameplay options. I don't think there will be a lot of things that will keep you occupied with the game. It's one of those games where you have to say it's a mixed review, I guess. Especially because of the boarding and escaping and some other stuff. And also it doesn't seem like there's a lot of progression to the game itself, except for unlocking a few ships. Which is nice and decent in a way, but I don't think it'll be enough. You start the game with less resources and gain less resources during the game. Again, this is the worst way to do difficulty. If you're going to do this like this, just give a multiplier for more experience or for more rare encounters to happen or stuff like that. So the only reason to play on the harder difficulty is to punish yourself, which is not a good reason at all. I don't know. I like the game, I'll keep my eye on it, but I might end up refunding it because it's not enough to keep me happy with the game. Especially when all of the unlock seems to be focused on the... So you play on the easy difficulty, unlock a better ship, and then just use it to play on the hard difficulty. Which is so counterintuitive in my opinion. There should be benefits from playing on hard difficulty as well. I mean, not that Void War does it better, but at least in Void War you get much tougher encounters and much more rare things as well. So it kind of balances itself out, I don't know. I guess the game is very good for what it is, but it still has a lot of room to grow, especially when it comes to the UI and just the general information the player has, especially for boarding, escaping and some other stuff. Other than that, it's pretty good for the price. Yeah, bye bye.